Hello, everybody. It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. And this is definitely going to be probably the loudest playthrough of Street Fighter you've ever seen in your life because I have the volume up really high and it's loud anyway. It is Street Fighter after all. But I'm about to get into the Street Fighter V, the newest release by Capcom in this series. It's a series I've been a huge fan of, but already I'm noticing some things that are sort of not bothering me, but I'm not really sure about. And one is going to be right here in the story mode, which is what we're going to do. Now, I've been playing Street Fighter since Street Fighter 2 back in 1992. I've been playing this game for a very long time. Am I the best player? Nah, but I'm pretty goddamn good. And I finally have a controller that works pretty well with this game. So, with that all being said, I am going to go through the story mode with each character. And while I do that, I'm going to try to guide you to giving you basically the bare bones of how to play online, because this game apparently looks like it's more or less trying to. It's an online mostly game, which I mean, again, that's something that I'm not really a big fan of at this point, but it's more dedicated and it's more geared towards people that want to play online. Because the story mode used to be like you fought 8 characters, you had a boss, you had a rival. You know, it was a very intricate thing, and now it's, you'll see. So let's take a look at it together, shall we? So we're going to start off with, of course, as you would expect, Ryu, which I've already played through and I've already posted. Now, the story mode is very easy, and that's a good thing for us because since we're going to go through each and every one of these storylines, you want to make sure that you don't, if you want to guide people, you don't have to fight enemies that are supercharged, high, and highly volatile, and, you know, they can kick the shit out of you. So, if I want to look pretty decent playing this game, I got to make sure that I play a rather easy opponent. So, let's do that with Ryu finding true strength. That is his story mission. And as you can see, you can go through each and every one of the characters individually. And as you can see, a lot of what he did makes very little sense. So we're going to start off with the first part, which is Rashid Anubi.
Must destroy everything. The power of absolute destruction. To kill. That is the only destiny of your fist.
No, you're wrong. That can't be the only answer.
So, you've awakened.
Master.
You were nearly consumed by the Satsui no Hado.
I was. I take it you're Ryu, yes? Yes. And you? I am Rashid of the Turbulent Wind, a hero of the wind who travels the world.
Master. And why has a hero come here?
Long story, I won't bore you with it. In any case, could I ask you for a favor? I would appreciate a match. I wish to test my mettle against you.
Master.
But why? The internet said when you assume a fighting stance, he doesn't hesitate to fight back. Are you not feeling well?
The answer lies in the heart of battle. Did you somehow forget? You say that all the time.
But Master, it may eventually overwhelm.
The heart of battle is not just to understand opponents, but yourself as well. If fear of yourself stays your feet, you won't find the answer. Of course, you don't need me to tell you that.
Hey! If you're not up to fighting today... Understood. I'll fight.
So here we go. All right, so I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible. So basically, Ryu's strength is his projectile, which you want to use to keep people at bay, like so. So keep throwing Hadoukens. This will give you a good opportunity to keep people away from you. Now, as you can see, he's not blocking. He's not really doing anything. So we're going to go in there and kick his ass. Now, as you noticed, he has... No, I didn't want to do that. That's pretty much his basic combo right there. That it's a medium kick down and then a Hadouken. which I'm trying to showcase here, but it's not happening. Well, it looks like Rashid's actually trying to fight back. So basically, you want to play everything off the Hadoukens. You want to keep your distance mostly. Every now and then move in. Of course, block. You got a few anti-airs. That's your basic one, the uppercut. If you're in a position to do it, though, I'm not trying to jump there. If you're in a position to do it, you might want to do the uppercut as opposed to the Shoryuken, because if you miss the Shoryuken, it gives you a little bit of an opportunity to get yourself vulnerable and get yourself killed, and you don't want to.
Well, I totally
So
lost.
I will try to explain these things to you while I try to fight these guys.
Master.
But this was helpful. I learned more about my skills, and I'll get to go home with a great story. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to fight with you.
Yeah, me too.
See ya!
You are leaving?
Like him, I need to better understand this power.
Then I believe you should seek out Ken. He has been very worried about you lately.
Yes.
Ken's another interesting character we're going to get to next, but for now, we're going to kick his ass.
Master told me about how you're doing. And about the Satsui no Hado.
The Fist of Destruction. I must find an answer. Something that doesn't lead to it.
Okay. I can help you with that.
Well, here we go. Ken and Ryu once again. So we're going to try to do some of these little basic. Now, they do have pre-programmed combos, which I'd like to show you.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can do that. First off. Alright, so one of them is, it's basically that, and then you want to throw a kick in. I also like this combo. Medium kick is a good way to get yourself in a position to do your special moves with a little bit of a hit beforehand. But here's another basic combo that's pre-programmed. Now, if you notice that little red bar over there on the top, that's his stun meter. When that thing hits full, he's going to be stunned, obviously. And the ones on the bottom, your V trigger, that's kind of a thing from...
That wasn't too shabby.
But I...
Don't worry about it. Even if you lost yourself to the Satsui no Hado, I'd be here to take you down and stop it. So relax already. Just go and fight.
Right.
Like I was saying, that V trigger is something out of Killer Instinct where it gives you a little bit of empowerment if you trigger it. Hence the word, hence the term V trigger.
The Satsui no Hado is...
Power no man should have. These powers are drawn to each other, as I expected. We're going to have a fight. I need to understand this power, to know its use and its limits.
I don't know why Charlie Nash is half corpse, but there he is.
I need to know as well.
So here we are. It's now Charlie Nash, who's at this point taking the place of Guile, but Guile will be back, from what I've heard. So like I said, try to keep your distance, throw them Hadoukens as much as you possibly can, play off that. But let's do a feed trigger here. So now he's got this electricity thing going on. I try not to jump. I would say stay on the ground. There's the full combo right there, actually. And we also have our meter down there, our super meter down there filled, which you can use for EX abilities like that. But of course, if you fill that baby up by either blocking, getting hit, or hitting back, you will eventually be able to do your ultra combo, whatever it's called now.
Satsui no Hado wasn't anything like I expected it to be.
I'm still struggling to suppress it completely. But I've made up my mind. Until I find what lies ahead with this power, I'll keep moving. And fighting, no matter what the answer is.
I see. Then I guess it turns out we're not really after the same thing. But I did get something out of it. Thanks for that.
Until we meet again.
But we will meet again. Well, that's the end of Ryu's story mode mission. That's it. I mean, there's no tournament. I guess for the 18th time you would get the hint that Bison's doing it for his own means. But there's no tournament. It's just a story mode. You fight a few people for whatever reason, and that's it. So we've done Ryu's, and I will be back with more, meaning I will play as Ken next. So I'll see you then.